today I wanted to show you this dewy natural look. It's my go-to kind of look. It's a nice base for anything. You can transform this into anything you want. You can add on dark lips, you can add on smoky eyes, eyeliner, false lashes, a chiseled contour, whatever you want to do. But this is just a nice base for anything, basically. So I wanted to show you that today. So I hope you enjoy it, and let's get started. Okay, so I've already moisturized my skin, and I'm gonna start by applying these two primers. I like to, since we're going for that glowy, radiant skin, I like to use MAC Strobing Cream. What I like to do is I kind of dab it on my fingers like this, and I like to put this where I would like to be the most glowy. Right on top of my brows, going upward. So really just like over here and over here, make like a C. And that's it. So after that, I like to use Smashbox Prime Water. And you just want to spray this all over your face. Just let it dry. Okay, now that's dry, we can go in with our foundation. And I'm gonna be using Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth foundation. And I'm in the shade 120 Classic Ivory. And then I'm gonna apply this foundation with my Morphe M439. Okay, so after we applied our foundation, I like to go in with a damp beauty blender. I like to apply my foundation with a brush, but then I like to go over everything with the beauty blender to make sure everything is smooth and there is nothing sitting on your skin. Okay, so after our skin is done, I am going to go in with MAC Prolongwear Concealer and Maybelline Age Rewind. I have really strong dark circles, so I really need a full coverage concealer for me personally. So I really enjoy the MAC Prolongwear Concealer. But as far as highlighting, the Maybelline Age Rewind, it's really nice, and it's extremely affordable. It's very light, you know, on your skin, so you're not gonna have a lot of build up you're not gonna look cakey. It's much easier to highlight all the areas that you want to highlight with that. So I like this combo a lot. So now I like to apply this very close to my eye and just very close to my lower lash line, and just literally that's all I do. I don't go any further than that. And then right after I apply it with a brush, I like to go with the beauty blender and just blend it all out as quick as possible. The MAC Prolongwear is very full coverage, so if you let it sit on your skin, it's gonna be harder to blend. So as soon as I apply with a brush, I like to go in and blend it all with the beauty blender before I even apply it to the other eye. On the other side, and I go really close to my lower lash line without dragging this anywhere. So for highlighting, I like to use the Maybelline Age Rewind in the shade Light. And what I do is I'll go right here. I do a tiny bit right here on the tip of my nose. And my cupid's bow and my chin. And then I go in right here. And that's it. And then we go and blend everything out with our beauty blender. And then we go here and blend it all together. And make sure that there's no harsh lines in between our foundation and the first concealer and our highlight. So make sure everything is nice and smooth. So because the MAC Prolongwear is a full coverage product, I like to immediately set my under eyes so there's no creasing whatsoever. And for that, I like to use my e.l.f. illuminating palette. I like to mix with the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. That's like my favorite combo. I like to blend one more time and then go with my e.l.f. small tapered brush. It's my favorite setting brush, like for the under eyes. This is my favorite setting brush. So I dip onto the e.l.f. palette, and then on the Laura Mercier I tap on the axis and I go and set my under eyes. Again, the same thing on this side. We'll blend it first, make sure, and then we go over with the powders. And again, I'm not swiping, because by swiping you would drag the product with you, and we don't want that. We just want to set it. Start on our eyes, and very simple. For that, I like to go in with my MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. And I'm just gonna use my fingers. So now our eyes are nice and smooth and even. And I'm going in with Peach Smoothie. You can see there's a dent in there already because it's the perfect transition base shade for your eyes. And I'm gonna go in with my BH Cosmetics 101 Fluffy Brush. Now, I like to go in with Creme Brulee. It's more like a taupey, warm brown shadow. Also for Makeup Geek. And I'm going to use my Morphe M433 for that. Just to give it a little bit more of a definition to our eyes. Same on the other side. Right onto our crease. I like to go back with our fluffy with a fluffy brush and just go over it again with no additional product, just to smooth everything. Very, very natural. Easy peasy. Okay, so I went ahead and did my brows off camera. I am planning on doing a full-on brow tutorial for you, so don't worry about it. I got you. We're gonna start my favorite part ever, which is highlight. I'm gonna use Benefit Cosmetics What's Up. I have a mini one right here, but this is the cream highlighter, and it's just one of my favorites ever. What we're gonna do is go right here. I like to place it right here. You make a little line right there, and then a little line right there. Okay, and then I go in on the very, very tip of my nose. You can barely see it. And on my Cupid's bow. And then we blend. I like to blend with your fingers. I know a lot of people use brushes or even a beauty blender for that, but I like to use my fingers. And then you blend everything with your fingers. I like to tilt my head and use my ring finger. And then I'm gonna do the same on the other side. Okay, so you got the glow. I go in with Becca Champagne Pop. I'm gonna use a fan brush. This is from Morphe. And we're gonna go right here to set that cream highlight. So I just like to go right on the top of my cheekbones. You see that glow? Whew. And I bring it down until about right here. So I just go back and forth. And then I drag it up right here. Okay, so we're gonna do the same on the other side. And we'll bring it right here, right about here. I like to bring it on the side. I don't really like to go above, like above my brows, because I do have some fine lines and you really don't want to highlight any of your fine lines. So just be aware of that. Okay, so then what you can do is you can get a small brush like this. This is by BH Cosmetics 105. And it's a small brush like that. You can pick up some of that champagne pop and place it right on your inner corners. So you place it right here and then you bring it up. So now we can move on to blush. I am not going to contour today. This is all about the glow and the skin, so no contour whatsoever. You could, you know, it's your personal preference, but for today, the look I'm going for, no contour, no bronzing whatsoever. For blush today, I am using Doll 10, their Hydra Gel Cream Blush in the shade Flirt. And it's such a cute pinkish shade. This is one of my favorite cream blushes. Not just because of the shade, but just the formula. It really does, it makes it easy for you to blend it, you know, to blend to your skin. I'm not very good with cream blushes and cream contour and things like that. So I was very skeptical at first. I was like, ugh, I don't know if I want to use this, but then I used it and I really, really like it. So how I like to apply this is with my fingers. I dab my finger in there and I pick up the product. See? And then I'll go in and just right here on the cheeks. You can smile so you know where to place it. You see it? And then you go on the other side. You smile. I need a little bit more. Smile. And you place it right there. You see? Now you look like a cute little clown. And just blend it, blend it, blend it backwards and upwards. Just make sure it's all blended nicely and even. So now to finish our cheeks, I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. blush palette, and I'm gonna use this very pink shade right here, and I'm gonna be applying that on a Morphe E4. You just go over it and set that cream blush. You see the highlight and the blush? It's all blended together. I'm just gonna curl my lashes. Okay, so after you curl your lashes, I don't really go too crazy because I don't like curling my lashes. So we're gonna go in with Lancome mascara base. It's pretty much like a primer for your lashes. I don't really let it dry too much, and I go in with the Lancome Hypnose Drama. It's a really nice mascara. So just try to brush them all up. The other side, and do the same thing. Go in with our mascara. And then the best way to clean up mascara is let it sit, let it dry, and then just go in with a brush or a Q-tip and just brush it off. My lips are a disaster, as you can see. So I'm gonna exfoliate with the e.l.f. Lip Exfoliator, just to help get all this dead dry skin off. This is called Blush and Glow, and this is in the shade Kiss and Makeup. This is a really interesting product. Right here you have a blush and a highlighter, which are gorgeous, by the way. But on the bottom, it has a really cute lip gloss. So it's really nice for you, like if you're traveling or on the go. This is a really, really nice product. Okay, so this is the final look. I really think it's a very easy, you know, it's a very easy makeup look for every day. You can add on to as much as you want, and it's gonna look great. This is a really nice look for you if you're sick, if you're tired, if you just wanna look like yourself, but just glowy. I hope that you enjoy it, and I'll see you next time. Bye. I help highlight. Oops. And then I like to go ham. Tap, tap, tap. So much. Big, big, big. Hello? Hello? Yeah. I can't talk when I do my brows, by the way. Very serious business. Almost fell. Oh my god. What's wrong with me? We are done.